Well, it's tough to anticipate. You know, presumably once a convention was called, it would take some time to actually assemble it, and then they would deliberate for however long. One thing I would encourage people to do is to look for kind of an analog to what a national convention might look like. Look at state conventions. States have been having conventions for the last 230 years, and so they provide kind of a glimpse of what a national convention might look like. And no, it's not always pretty, but you know, presumably they would finish their work within a year, and then the states would have the option of ratifying. That could take any amount of time that the convention wanted to set. You know, if you set a 10-year horizon on ratifying amendments, then you've got those 10 years. Court fights could be taking place at the same time as this is going forward. A typical court fight would take between 2 and 6 years, depending on procedurally how it happens. So it might be that we would be dealing with the legal fallout from an amendment process or an amendment convention process from anywhere between 2 years all the way out to potentially 15 years. And that's just, you know, shots in the dark because we don't know all the facts. One point I would like to add, though, and this also responds a little bit to a point that was raised earlier. It's true that we have staved off conventions in the past, partly because of some of the concerns that have been raised. Where has it gotten us? I mean, yes, we fought off the ERA, we fought off an attempt to call a convention that would consider a balanced budget amendment. We might be able to fight off a convention coming up in the next couple of years. But I'm just not seeing the solutions on the other side. We fought off the conventions, but where has it gotten us? I think we've got to do something.
It may not be a complete answer, but one thing we've gotten in Missouri is we've gotten a state DOMA provision in our state constitution because we didn't pass ERA. So we've gotten the U.S. Supreme Court to finally agree and tell Chicago to lay off people's guns because, you know, we have gained ground. It's just not very easy to qualify. And I'm not certain how to frame all that. It's not a hollow answer. There are some answers that they're just not as grand as we would like.
Okay, Janine Husky with the Eureka Tea Party. Come on, do you have a question or a statement? Okay, they're Concerned Women for America. Bev Allen, did you have one? And I see Cindy out here with Show Me Patriots. Do you want to address the panel?
I'm going to follow up what Carrie just said. This has been a really good evening, and I really appreciate the spirit and the people that are here and the men at this table. And Carrie, what you said, we have made progress. Look, we have a God-fearing floor leader. I mean, my goodness, and we're not fighting the social issues like we used to. I mean, we're all in agreement, and those type of, you know, the pro-life issue. We talked about last Monday in the city of St. Louis. Couldn't from the pictures, my Alpha 21, there's a showing. There were black people coming out and they're learning the truth. There's progress being made, and we want it right now, but I'm excited from what I'm seeing already. What has just happened. Look at the people we sent to Washington. That's a start, our General Assembly. Anything we're doing now won't mean anything, though, unless we have a spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
Our first Constitution, our first revolution was preceded by the Great Awakening. Our founders knew, they were wondered if they were righteous enough that they could self-govern, and we had to have that. So all the believers in this room, we need to search our hearts, our attitudes, and make sure that I turn from my wicked ways so that God can heal the land through me. So that's
Well, thank you, Bev.
I want to respond. She didn't ask a question, but I want to
All right.
respond because this will allow me to get to the question that was asked a little bit earlier.
All righty, go ahead, Carrie.
And that is, you know, we have to remember as we face all these grand struggles that we answer to a holy God. Doesn't really matter what church you're attending, what the shingle is, we all will answer to a holy God. The Second Amendment is there for self-defense. If we have not totally exhausted the options before us, and that's the ballot box, and we've not come close to exhausting that option, if we haven't exhausted that option, we have no right to dare to think about taking up arms against the government that we've not used the option available to us unless they come after us. Now, you could say they're coming after us in this way or in this way, but you know what? You all drove here free and you didn't worry about the highway patrol stopping you and asking you for your papers. We do still have a lot of freedoms, and I don't want to lose any of them, but we have no right before a holy God to become vigilantes. We have the ballot box, and we need to educate our neighbors about how to use that.
Okay, Cindy, with Stony Patriots, and then we're going to open it up to the audience. So if you have a question, get in line after Cindy. And keep it very short.
I want to thank all of you for being here tonight and taking time out of very busy schedules to have this debate for the people. And I'm sure you all know that we've all been having a heated debate amongst ourselves. And sometimes it's a healthy thing, though, to be able to find a way to agree to disagree. And what I wanted to say first of all is that I'm afraid for our country right now, and those of you who know me know that. And a lot of people that are here, I shared their concerns for where our country is and where we're going. We fought a hard battle last year for HCFA, or the Healthcare Freedom Act.